I believe that most of you have seen these trademarks at the opening of the film. However, there are not too many people who really know about the historical background, the brilliant achievements, and the golden age of the studio, MGM, Metro Goldwyn Mayer Studios. First, let's talk about the most familiar classic lion trademark. It was created in 1916 for the Golden Wing Pictures Corporation by ad executive Howard Deeds. He used a lion as the company's mascot as a tribute to his alma mater, Columbia University, whose athletic team nickname is the Lions. As we have seen, there are four opening videos of Lion. This witnessed MGM Studios' progress and development. For first opening, the first appearance of world-famous Lion logo in 1917. This is black and white and no sound. Until 1928, the silent era was slowly ending, and MGM decided to make their first sound film. This is why they have filmed a roaring lion with sound for the very first time. The golden age of MGM also began in this period. In 1930s, MGM experimented with color film. While trying out new color film techniques, they filmed New Lion in color, and only small changes have been made to the logo after this. For the last opening, this is the studio hired to redesign the logo and make it 3D for the first time in 2012. Through the classic lion trademark, we can see the evolutionary progress of MGM, as well as the golden age of glory for it. The following will be analyzed through the film produced by MGM. Musical is considered to be the most typical embodiment and carrier of Hollywood dreams, mythology, and the most artistic temperament genre film, especially in 1930s, the era of panic. This genre helps Americans escape their fear of reality. MGM produces many films in the Golden Age, and the most famous genre of producers is musical. In 1929, MGM produced the Broadway Melody. This film was the first sound film to win Academy Award for Best Picture. It brings lots of influence to the industry.
Don't bring a frown to old Broadway. Not a frown on Broadway.
It was Hollywood's first all-talking musical and the first musicals to feature a Technicolor sequence.
A million lights, they flicker there. A million hearts beat quicker there.
The slogan of the film was 100% dialogue, 100% singing, 100% dance. Obviously, it tells you what you are going to watch.
The film is about a pair of sisters from the vaudeville circuit try to bring it big time on Broadway, but matters of heart complicate the attempt. The actors' performance was so enthusiastic and vibrant, and they also have funny and real dialogue, which make the audience feel like they were immersed in the actor's life.
Another hit of MGM was The Great Ziegfeld, a biography and musical film. This film portrayed ups and downs of Florence Ziegfeld Jr., a famed producer of extravagant stage reviews. This film used a lot of music, grandeur setting, and gorgeous scenes. It was costly but affordable for MGM because they were prosperous at that time. High cost thus paid off. The humorous script, sets, costumes, music, tap dance routine by Ray Boger, and a cameo appearance by Fanny Brice bring success to the film. The film helps MGM to win the Academy Awards again. including Best Movie, Best Dance, Direction, and Best Actress. As we can conclude, MGM has so much talent in their production, from front to backstage, and typically musical is the most successful production in their golden age. We know that every company in Hollywood has its up and down, no matter how successful it is. MGM is also not an exception. MGM was all the way top since silent era, but things changed in 1950 to 1960s as the studio system faded. At last, the studio lost money for the first time in its 34-year history in 1957. Bad news doesn't stop for MGM. It continuously faced heavy debt after 80s. And MGM Holdings, formed in 2005 by a Sony-led consortium, acquired MGM in a US $4.8 billion leveraged buyout till MGM bankrupted. At the end of the day, MGM emerged from bankruptcy in 2010. At that time, the executives of Spyglass Entertainment, Gary Barber and Roger Birnbaum, became co-chairmen and co-CEOs of the studio.
Since then, things were getting better. Spyglass Entertainment put MGM out of the crisis, and they started investing in films and cooperate with other film companies. The films that brought MGM back to life was the Hobbit series and Skyfall. After the success of The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey reached the first chapter with 1.021 billion box office. The next chapter also brought a high box office of 958.4 million. Skyfall also earned a box office of 1.109 billion. Without these
Why
films,
don't
I'm
we
afraid that
have
they
a game
cannot
of
go to the
riddles?
death
And if
house.
it loses, what then? If it loses precious, then we eat it.
Everybody needs a hobby.
So what's yours?
Resurrection.
After that, things back to normal. They produced the RoboCop, Hercules, The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies.
In this moment, on this day, become the man you were born to be!
Who is that? He doesn't look very happy.
It is dead, Lord of the Iron Hills. I saw him
MGM experienced a lot of ups and downs from the golden age in 1920s to 40s until it met the financial crisis. Although the studio made a lot of difficulties, such as the government limitation or famous stars left the company, it can also overcome all these obstacles. Even after the announcement about the bankruptcy, it's still trying to get back to life. This tenacious vitality is worthy of our respect. Let us look forward to MGM that created a more brilliant career and hit the next golden age in the future.